Hello, I'm Nathan Leahy and welcome to Next Week in Gaming. First up, we've got a little bit of a bundle offer. Now, obviously everyone's been absolutely going out of their minds for Fallout 4, and Bundle Stars have decided to deal with the people who haven't yet played all of the previous Fallouts for whatever reason that may be. So if you've never played Fallout 1, 2, 3, any of the DLC or extra content, then basically they've got this whole massive bundle which is pretty much every single Fallout game, at least the ones worth mentioning, and all of their expansions and DLC for just under £15. So in the event you are one of those crazy people that still hasn't managed to pick out all of these games on a GOG sale, on a Steam sale, on a GMG sale, on a Humble sale, they've been on sale a hell of a lot, and so obviously there's still going to be some people who are missing these games, and if you're one of those people, head on over to Bundle Stars and get yourself the entire lot for what is a pretty decent price. So we've had Blizzard's Overwatch, Gearbox's Battleborn, and now we've got Hi-Res Studios' Paladins in this bizarre genre that is sort of halfway between TF2 and just like Dota or your favourite MOBA or something like that. And it's this weird range of games that have suddenly jumped up out of nowhere. Lots of people have been going on about them at E3 things and like all these sorts of conferences, and of course everyone else has jumped into alpha technical tests or in betas, and now Paladins has just opened up for sign-ups. So you can go over to the Paladins site and sign up, but you won't immediately get an invitation. They do seem to be sending out invitations at random, so the first person who signed up may not get a key, but someone towards the end who did sign up might get an invitation. So it's pretty much random at this point, although if you're marginally interested in this bizarre little genre that's popped up and you think Hi-Res Studios is going to be the better one, go ahead and check out their website and you can sign up there and pray you get a key. We have signed up, I haven't quite got one yet, but I have known a few people that have got signed up already. So that begins, well, very soon, if not now, really. And who knows which one's going to come out on top. So releasing sometime in November 2015 by Blue Byte is a game called Might and Magic Heroes Online. Now, I'm not entirely certain this game needs to exist, because it's basically Heroes of Might and Magic, but in an MMO, turn-based strategy, RPG, whatever. They've just crammed in as many possible genres as they can. And it's basically it's like an MMO sodomized version of Heroes of Might and Magic. You have your hero, you choose your hero, that hero has armies, and you can basically do raids in an MMO style world with or without other players. You can also do PvP with other players, but to me that basically sounds like the campaign mode of Heroes of Might and Magic and the versus mode in Heroes of Might and Magic. If anything, all it's managed to do is include two players battling another two players at once. So this game is kind of worrying that it exists. It's just a lo-fi version of Heroes of Might and Magic, and of course it is that sort of doomed free-to-play version. So it's basically Heroes of Might and Magic sodomized, lower graphics, but with a free-to-play model. So I'm not 100% certain I think this game is going to exist for very long, we'll put it that way. I could be wrong. It could do wonderfully, although I sincerely doubt it. I'd rather prefer Blue Byte spent their time developing out Heroes of Might and Magic, making that better instead of chasing after free-to-play needs, but I am but one man. So, releasing on Thursday the 26th of November is a game by Interceptor Entertainment. This is Bombshell. Now, this has been hyped and PR'd all to hell all over social media and all of the different gaming websites you might have read. So, if you've managed to miss this game, sort of release, launch, schedule, everything, then God knows you can't be connected to the internet. This game actually looks quite interesting. It's a hack and slash style game, except more sci-fi with bombs and guns, and you play the protagonist, who's a female badass with a robotic arm called Shelley, I believe. And it looks really good. I'm hoping it's not going to suffer from the fact that it has been hyped to hell and back. It looks interesting. Some of the graphics look pretty fantastic. Some of the levels look cool. Monsters look good. All in all, it just feels quite original, and it looks quite original. So we will be reviewing it soon, but not necessarily next week. Fortunately, I haven't got a review key before launch, and we've been a bit slow on reviews lately. So yeah, expect that in the future from us. So finally, also releasing on Thursday the 26th of November is our review of Hard West. This game has had a couple of delays, and it sort of caught me off guard a couple of weeks back when I was going to review it, but then the launch got delayed. But I have no problem with developers taking their time to make sure that a game is all nicely polished and QA tested and assured. And, it came out a couple of days ago. It's quite cheap, surprisingly. I'm amazed how cheap it is. It looks great. It's fantastic. It's a nice original piece of IP, a bit of hard Western turn-based strategy. in sort of an XCOM-like fashion, but with crazy cults and demons and magic and all that crap to go along with it. So I'm hoping it'll be pretty good. It's, you know, received a reasonably decent calling so far. And all in all, I look forward to reviewing it. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, most of our reviews have been coming out after release, and that's been purely because of a scheduling. Just everything's been coming out all at once, and it's really hard to get reviews of everything done at the same time. But hopefully in the next few weeks, sort of post Just Cause's release, we'll get back into releasing reviews for you guys much closer to the release, I hope. So that's it from us at NextPowerUp. Join us next week on Thursday for our weekly review of Hard West, and of course next week on Saturday for our next Week in Gaming episode. Check out the link in the little box below for the full written article and a bit more of my wonderful words down there. And of course leave your comments in the section below for what you guys have been playing. Every time something in the news is mentioned about space, I always tend to jump into Kerbal Space Program, and I've managed to quit 2 careers and sandbox mode out of just being crap at the game, really. So I really should get a little bit better at that. But I am kind of interested in that new hero from Heroes of the Storm that requires 2 players to play. But of course, with more time releasing, I'll probably end up playing a little bit of that over the weekend. But I will bring you a early impressions article of Hard West when that releases. So that's it from us. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.